So this is our current shelf play area set up for Oliver here at my mom's house. We don't really use the whole living room like I used to at my house because obviously this is not my house. We're only here temporarily. So this is kind of the small area, the space that we have going on right here. I'm borrowing a rug from her as well. I'm actually waiting on a rug that I ordered. So this will look a little bit more put together. Basically in this area, we have the pickler triangle with the extension, the little slide. And on the other side, there are the climbing rocks. And I do have another piece that goes to this, but we just don't have the space right now, so it's put away. I also have this thing. I don't even know what this is called. I thrifted this for $3 at Goodwill, and this is one of the best purchases I've ever made. Moving over here, we have one of Oliver's Christmas gifts, which was a car track type thing. So you put the car on the top and then it goes down to the bottom. Fortunately, we have this giant lamp right here because the lighting in my mom's house is really poor. There is basically like one window, so I have to have a lamp right here so Oliver can even see any of his stuff. Also included in this shelf tour is a giant orange cat. Okay, so going from the top down, I'm gonna do top down, left to right. Up here, I have a couple little things. I have a dinosaur kit and a ecosystem kit. These are just things that I picked up in the dollar spot at Target. I actually like to keep these in my purse to take when we're at like the doctor or somewhere that Oliver needs to wait, because it's like self-contained. When you open it, there's just little magnets inside it. And then also what I usually keep up there are a couple of these little water pads, but Oliver is currently using it. But normally those guys live up here. Next we have a plant in water, one of my propagations. I like to keep these up here just because I love having plants in Oliver's areas. I have plants in his room. I think it's just a really nice way to bring nature inside and to get him accustomed to being with nature. In this middle basket, I just have a really quick number activity that I put together a few days ago. There's numbers on one side and then the other side is just a color. So we've been working on number and color matching with that. I have another plant, and then right here is our bin of, or our basket of Play-Doh. So typically I would make Play-Doh, but I haven't felt up to it lately. So I grabbed this Silly Scent Play-Doh. It was on sale at Michael's. It was like $3 for a huge thing. I have 3 colors available right now because I feel like that's all that he needs at any given time. And then I also keep this little cheap plastic tray in here so that he can put that on the table and try to keep the Play-Doh on there. And then underneath, I just have a whole bunch of little thrifted Play-Doh items that he can use. Directly below that on the left, I have this little peg game that I'm sure this is probably something, but I don't really know what it is. I thrifted it for a couple bucks, and basically you just put the little peg people in and that's all Oliver does with it. But he really enjoys it. It's great fine motor. It's great for that pincer grasp. So I've been really happy with this, and it's been on the shelf for a while. In the middle, I just got this for Oliver. I've been eyeing this at Target for a while, and I finally picked it up for him because he's been very interested in the seasons and weather and all that jazz. So we just keep this for now just in this center one right here. I think I am going to hang it up eventually, but it's right there for now. And then I usually always keep a puzzle in the top right area. Oliver, if he chose, he would have this entire thing full of puzzles, but I do like him to work on other skills as well. So I usually keep 1 or 2 puzzles out at a time. And right now we have a Winnie the Pooh chunky puzzle out. Moving down, here's another Christmas present. This is a Melissa and Doug wooden airplane. I really like this because it basically is a self-correcting toy, even though it doesn't look like it. But I mean, there's only one way that you can fit everything in here. So there's little slots. So you can't just shove everything in here. It's kind of like this toy. So you basically just have to put everything in. There's only one way to do it. And then he can also use it for pretend play. Right next to that, I always keep a basket of balls. I think I've kept a basket of balls on or near the shelf since Oliver was born. And then right here in a way too small little basket, I definitely need to put this in a bigger one, but we just have a set of jungle animals. These are really nice. I don't think some of them are Schleich, not all of them, but they're all pretty good quality, pretty realistic. So I usually like to keep either a set of, jungle animals, farm animals, whatever it is, on the shelf at any given time. Moving down to the lower level, I have kept these out for months and months and months. It's just little peg people, and there's some little stacking rocks. Oliver likes to combine it with a tree and with this thing that I've also had for months and months. I don't think this has ever gone away actually since I got it. I thrifted this at Goodwill probably for a few dollars as well, and it has been one of the best purchases ever. It's really, really cute. It's a tree with little animals, and you can just put the little peg people on it, whatever you want. Oliver really likes it, and we do really like this little swing too. In the center right here, I have a basket of musical instruments. These haven't historically lived on the shelf. In my previous home, they were in a different area, but here at my mom's, because we are limited with space, I do keep it right here on the shelf. And I actually might rotate it out pretty soon because Oliver's not as interested right now as he has been in the past with it, but that's what the shelf is for. The last item we have here on the shelf are some foam blocks in a little basket. I have a huge container of these, but I only take out a few at a time just so that it's not a giant mess when he dumps it out and plays with it. And this is basically where he spends not all of his day, but most of his day when he's interested in doing the shelf. Some days we are outside more of the day, some days we're in the kitchen, and some days he will sit right here and he'll take things down and work on them, and it's just his preference. Before I end this video, I did just want to emphasize the importance of keeping everything self-contained in baskets. Whenever you can, it is really good to keep all of the toys in small self-contained baskets just because it is easier for the child to clean up independently. They can see everything, it's more inviting. Aesthetically, it looks nicer for them and they know where everything goes and where it's supposed to be. And you definitely want to make sure that your baskets are the correct size for your items. Like these peg dolls fit perfectly in here. And then right now I have these jungle animals kind of stuffed in this, which is temporary and I'm going to change it out. But I just wanted to point out that difference of how, you know, this fits perfectly. It looks great. He's able to get things in and out. This, maybe not. He would probably dump this out because it's hard to see all the animals in there. So I did just want to make that point about why Montessorians love to use baskets. It's not just because they look great. There are many other reasons behind it. Thanks for watching. I hope this video was helpful and make sure you check out my other videos on my channel and follow me on Instagram. Thanks for watching.